We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the New York Giants. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, Saquon Barkley last year against Washington, he won many a fantasy league with his performance in Week 16. 189 yards rushing. That was the 3rd highest single game total in the NFL all of last season.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on first down, McCoy. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Griffin. Rolling to his, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, McCoy, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now McCoy. And incomplete as the screen there unsuccessful. So now 4th down coming up.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. First down carry for Barkley. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
The 20-yard line. A gain of 12.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 12-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off the bootleg. McCoy under a heavy ride. rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. From the gun, McCoy. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. 6-0 our score after 1.
With this Washington 6, Giants nothing.
No hesitation, don't try my patience. I'm a boy, one for the safe boy, till there's nothing left. And I run to the bread until we all got them back. Footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
He was brought down at the
A gain of 4 on the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, McCoy finds his tight end Ingram. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Not much there, only a yard. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Throwing again on 2nd down. McCoy. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 12-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4, Griffin.
And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 38 yards on the scamper there.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Griffin going to keep it himself.
Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Antonio
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. He's crossing. He's checking crowd. Swing. Check 13. Smash. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Watch the edge.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jabal Sheard, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And his kick here is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. McCoy. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Intercepted.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
The tackle made back at the 20.
On second down, here's the option.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Leonard Williams.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down now. It's Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, it's Gibson, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
On first down, Gibson, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Ball carrier.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Hey, here we go. Check 31, check 31. Cowboy 80, 34, Mike 34. Stay with your man.
On second down now, it's Gibson, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Hey, check 24, watch 24. Hey, alert 3, jumper.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson,
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
and Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Now Griffin.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Giants, nothing.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike, 55. Check 55.
Off the play fake. McCoy. Open receiver. That's Caden Smith, the tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Down, New York.
Here's McCoy. Oh, able to avoid him. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Complete.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Giants.
They'll run with Barkley. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
It's 30.
If I could put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On 1st down, McCoy. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Reuben Foster picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he finds McLaurin. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down and then some, 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Griffin. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from a yard out.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
I don't want to see what's served, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, away from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the gun, McCoy. And now here is another interception.
That's all you got!
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
It's a gain of
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, McCoy. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Ricky. Shit. Mike 55. Let's go, D. Mike 55. Check 55.
Looking to throw. McCoy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McCoy. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash, this from 48.
Yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment, thought he might break it, but in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun, weren't you?
Well, I was starting to stand up.
Yeah, you were into that one. Who knew? They were get it done.
So for Washington, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the